Flag Nation, and you're watching The American Station. Good evening. Welcome to TAS, where we're filling all your patriotic needs. On tonight's show, we'll be discovering patriotism and what it means to you. And now for a commercial break.
Mangoes.
Well, during our break, we asked Mango's regulars what it means to them to be a patriot. Here's what they said.
Hello, fellow citizen.
Hello.
I just have a brief question. What does patriotism mean to you?
To me, patriotism means being proud of your country and showing your love for your country.
Great, thank you.
So what does patriotism mean to you?
Loyalty, freedom, camaraderie, I can't think.
Patriotism mean to you?
Patriotism is following your leaders because they represent the majority and they try to make the best decisions for everyone.
So, my fellow citizen, what does patriotism mean to you?
Patriotism to me means being willing to make sacrifices for a country that you believe in.
My fellow citizen, what is your meaning of patriotism?
Pride in your country.
All right.
Okay, so what does patriotism mean to you?
Patriotism to me means making self-sacrifices for something that you believe in.
So, my fellow citizen, how do you define patriotism?
Loving your country, standing up for what all we believe in, showing your love for the country either through the flag or serving in the military or supporting our military. I guess that's it.
Sure.
Okay, so what did you say patriotism was?
Patriotism is a disease because it causes pride in your country and necessarily means that you think that you're better than other people from other countries simply because you are from where you're from.
Now, isn't that fascinating? However, the true definition of patriotism is that love of country and willingness to sacrifice for it. It can also be said that it is encompassing of diverse cultures, geographies, and even languages into one universal belief and stance that originates from affection to others and to one's home, as well as an understanding of the past and a vision of the future. Wong.
Good evening, Lindsay and Susie. I'm here with Nancy Reagan and Sarah Polk. They're chatting about patriotism. Let's hear what they have to say.
Now you see, Nancy, back in my day, patriotism meant the hatred of all nations but your own. But I hear it's not quite like that today.
No, it's not. My husband, Ronald, actually came up with the idea of the new patriotism, which is all about creating the informed patriot, who's all about being aware of what's going on with him regarding his country.
Really? That sounds nothing like we had it at my day. Are you saying that it's not simply our nation above everything else?
That's exactly what I'm saying. What he's trying to do is he's trying to make sure that everyone is aware of the past and the history, but that they learn from it to create a better future for themselves and for their nation.
For TAS, the American Station, I'm Dalton Dash. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Dalton Dash.
And now a message from our sponsor.
Mangoes. Mangoes.
Mangoes.
Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Mangoes. Woo! Yeah, mangoes. Nobody's here. Woo! Mangoes. 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 Come on in. Nobody's ever here. Ever.
A lot of our viewers may ask, what is the difference between patriotism and nationalism? That's a good question. It is a good question.
To be honest, it's marked by a lack of clarity. A lot of people use them interchangeably. Nationality and patriotism are often referred to by affection and instinct versus moral relation.
Yeah, that's very true. Author George Orwell, you might know him from Animal Farm, he described nationalism and patriotism as the difference between strength and love. Because nationalism was about power, it's aggressive, whereas patriotism is very defensive and not imposed on others, it's protective.
Right. Nationality is our connection with the race that is merely natural or physical, while patriotism is the awareness of our moral duties to the political community.
That is true. And nationalism is actually subject to culture, not geography, whereas patriotism is definitely subject to the country that you're in.
Absolutely. To be sure, there is much overlap between country and nation, and therefore between patriotism and nationality. Thanks again for watching our program.
Tune in next week to watch Elvis, Rockstar, or Lady Gaga. Once again, I'm Susie Storm.
And I'm Lindsay Lightning.
Have a great day.
Good evening, Lindsay and Susie. I'm here with Nancy Reagan and... Good evening, Nancy.
Wrong.
For TAS, the American station, back to you in the studio.
2, 1.
For TAS, the American station, I'm Dalton Turner. Back to you in the studio.
Dalton Dash. Not Dalton.